The storm calls to me. I will face the darkness. You will not break me!
I will face the darkness.
You will not break me!
The last office of the day is set alone. In the small hours when the monastery stone holds the cold of the night at its most still. The monk who says comply says it against his will. To sleep, his voice, the only sound in all that dark. The light descends through the cold stone hall, like water through limestone, touching every wall with its old frequency. Its grammar warm, smoothed by the centuries of the same words born into the same silence at the same dark hour. Nocturnal comply, the last prayer of the night. The voice in the darkness, refusing the light before the silence swallows what the day has been. Nocturnal comply, the dark between. Said my own compline in the secular dark of rooms without altars, the particular ritual mine, alone and unnamed, the words not Latin, the practice untamed by any tradition older than my own night. Nocturnal compline, last prayer of the night. The voice in the darkness, refusing the light before the silence swallows what the day has been. Nocturnal compline, the dark between. The impulse is the same as the monk's cold Latin. The need to address something, the satin darkness of the last hour, acquiring a voice to mark it, to acknowledge it, to choose. The dark deliberately before surrendering to sleep. So I say my compline to the empty room, and the room receives it the way that a tomb receives what is placed inside it, with the absolute stillness that is neither agreement nor refute, but presence, which is sometimes all that's required. Nocturnal compline, last prayer of the night. The voice in the darkness, refusing the light before the silence swallows what the day has been. Nocturnal compline, the dark between.
Become a member. Join our circle of shadows. Pay less than $1 a month. Help us grow. Join now.
Requiem for a forgotten language lost beneath the water of necessity's cost. The words dissolve into the reservoir deep. Requiem for a forgotten language asleep. Speaker had a word for the particular light that hits the water at the angular moment between afternoon and evening. A single word for what requires achieving. In English, a sentence of 11 careful words. Requiem for a forgotten language lost beneath the water of necessity's cost. The words dissolve into the reservoir deep. Requiem for a forgotten language asleep. That word is gone now, gone with the valley, and the woman in the particular alley of cognitive attention that a language makes available to those who manage to inherit it still breathing from the previous generation. I mourn the words I will never have access to, the ones that made available the factual nuance of experience that English misses, the ones that lived in the specific kisses of sound that only one valley's tongue ever made. Requiem for a forgotten language lost beneath the water of necessity's cost. The words dissolve into the reservoir deep. Requiem for a forgotten language asleep.
light burning, though no ships remain to read its rotation across the black plain. A water that stretches from here to the dark horizon where nothing needs warning or mark of rock or of shore or of dangerous coast. Her husband went down with the last of the fleet in a winter so cold that the sea became sleet, and the distinction between air and water was lost in the great dissolution. She counted the cost in the silence that settled where his voice had been. The widow of the lighthouse, keeper of flame, she turns the light outward and calls out his name. The sea has no answer, but still she persists. The widow of the lighthouse, through cold and through mist. The lighthouse authority decommissioned the beam in the spring of the year that seemed like a dream of bureaucracy reaching its cold hand into the private arrangements of those who pursue their grief through the practical language of duty. The widow of the lighthouse, keeper of flame, she turns the light outward and calls out his name. The sea has no answer, but still she persists. The widow of the lighthouse, through cold and through mist. Lit her own candles and placed them with care in each window that faced the particular where he'd been swallowed. Her private lighthouse maintained by candlelight only, the beam she'd retained against all decommissioning orders and cold. And sailors who pass on the rare occasions report a warm ember from the old station that shouldn't be burning, that has no official sanction or purpose, but guides the unofficial heart of anyone crossing in grief through the dark. The widow of the lighthouse, keeper of flame, she turns the light outward and calls out his name. The sea has no answer, but still she persists. The widow of the lighthouse, through cold and through mist.
The seals of power are breaking. Let the ancient words awaken.
The ritual is near completion. The words take form, the veil thins. Awaken now, forces of the eternal night.
Blessed is the body that returns to the ground without ceremony, that simply is found by the patient intelligence of the soil, and welcome back into the ancient toil of cycling what was into what will be. Blessed is the fungal thread that arrives first, that reads the body like a text. It thirst for the particular knowledge that flesh contains, that runs its white filaments through what remains and begins the translation to something else. Songs of the decomposing holy return. The body's last sermon is patient to learn. It teaches the soil what the living withheld. Psalms of the decomposing, beautiful spell. Blessed is the bone that takes longer to yield, that holds its mineral form past the field of soft tissue's departure, that stands as the final architecture before the sands of alkaline soil. Dissolve even that. Songs of the decomposing holy return. The body's last sermon is patient to learn. It teaches the soil what the living withheld. Psalms of the decomposing, beautiful spell. Blessed are the ones who choose the wicker casket, the ones who refuse the sealed metal basket of the contemporary burial, who want the direct conversation, the blunt and honest communion of body with earth. For I believe in the ecology of ending, in the long, generous, undefended return of everything borrowed from the ground. We are the soil's loan, briefly unwound into consciousness, then gracefully recalled. Psalms of the decomposing holy return. The body's last sermon is patient to learn. It teaches the soil what the living withheld.
skin. Each one a coordinate marking within. Lines of event intersected with the bodies. Soft geography, the art and the gaudy. And the subtle, each one with its own story told. The long one that runs from the wrist to the elbow is winter. The year the snow fell below. The temperature all the forecasters miss. The round one beside it was something I kissed. Too carelessly in the dark of a garden wall. Cartography of scars mapped on the skin. Each one a meridian drawn from within. The particular moment that made its cold mark. Cartography of scars, beautiful dark. The older ones are faded to silver and barely distinguishable from the general pearly surface of years of living in weather. These are the ones I am proudest of weather. Oh, not pride is the right word for what I feel. Cartography of scars mapped on the skin. Each one a meridian drawn from within. The particular moment that made its cold mark. Cartography of scars, beautiful dark. I have learned to read the bodies of others by the language of their scars, the covers that the live life writes on the skin without asking. Each scar a document, each one unmasking the biography, that formal portrait on it. The map of my scars is the truest self-portrait. I have more honest than any photograph's flat, and momentary capture of the face. The scars record the coordinates of the space between what happened and what I survived of it. Cartography scars mapped on the skin. Each one a meridian drawn from within. The particular moment that made its cold mark. Cartography of scars, beautiful dark. has not left the tower since the last bell was rung in the year that everything fell. Silent in the village below, the year when all ordinary sound disappeared into the particular hush that war makes. She stands between the bells in the cold wind that passes through the louvers, the thin, and whistling her only conversation. Now the bells, her silent congregation, the brass too cold to ring without a ringer. The bell tower wraith between the silent brass, she waits for the ringing that cannot come to pass. The bells have forgotten the weight of their song. The bell tower wraith has been waiting too long. The children below dare each other to climb. The tower steps in the dark to the sublime, and terrifying upper chamber where they claim they hear a breathing that has no name or source in any living lung they know. The bell tower wraith between the silent brass, she waits for the ringing that cannot come to pass. The bells have forgotten the weight of their song. The bell tower wraith has been waiting too long. I climbed alone without any dare compelling, my feet up the cold steps without the telling of any legend preceding me, just the dark stairwell and the sound of the wind was stark and beautiful emptiness of the tower's old body. She was there in the way that cold is there, a quality of the temperature of air that doesn't quite correspond to the season. She had her own absolute and private reason for remaining, and I did not ask it of her. The bell tower wraith between the silent brass, she waits for the ringing that cannot come to pass. The bells have forgotten the weight of their song. The bell tower wraith has been waiting too long. Too long.
His workshop was a hospital for time. The shelves of stop mechanisms, the chime. Boxes silent in their accumulated dread of the next appointment with the dead. Weight of the pendulum that would not swing. He spoke to the clocks in the manner of a doctor diagnosing a patient, the proctor of endings and beginnings, the arbiter of whether the mechanism's heart could stir again or had stopped for the final time. Collector of broken clocks, healer of time. His workshop is full of the beautiful crime of mechanisms refusing to move. Collector of broken clocks, finding the groove. Some he could save with the patience of his craft. The hairspring retention, the mainspring shaft reseated, the escapement cleaned and returned to its function. The clock rewound, relearned its purpose and ticked again into the world. Collector of broken clocks, healer of time. His workshop is full of the beautiful crime of mechanisms refusing to move. Collector of broken clocks, finding the groove. Others were beyond his skill or beyond repair. Their mechanisms corroded past the care of any watchmaker's intervention. These he kept regardless, placed among the trees of working clocks as evidence of limit. When he died, the workshop was discovered full, the working clock still ticking in the pull of their mechanisms. The broken ones still stopped in their particular moments, never dropped into the river of time that runs around them all. Collector of broken clocks, healer of time. His workshop is full of the beautiful crime of mechanisms refusing to move. Collector of broken clocks, finding the groove.
ancients believed it grew thinner in autumn. The membrane between here and the bottom of whatever comes after the final breath. They built their calendar around the death of the year as the thinning's most reliable moment. Myself in the last days of October, a quality of air grown somehow sober and attentive, as though the atmosphere has become a listening ear pressed clear against the wall of something on the other side. The veil between worlds, thinner in the cold. The membrane of seasons grown fragile and old. I press my hand through it and something presses back. The veil between worlds, the beautiful crack. The dead make their approach from whatever country. They inhabit the open and unhungry territory of after to the edge of the veil and press against the ledge of this side, curious about the living still. The veil between worlds, thinner in the cold. The membrane of seasons grown fragile and old. I press my hand through it and something presses back. The veil between worlds, the beautiful crack. On the 31st of October every year, my thirst for the contact stronger than my apprehension. I call the names into the cold suspension of evening air and wait for what the veil allows. Sometimes nothing answers and the veil is only metaphor. And I stand in the lonely garden speaking to the dark alone. But sometimes something shifts, some undertone responds, and I return inside less certain of the walls. The veil between worlds, thinner in the cold. The membrane of seasons grown fragile and old. I press my hand through it and something presses back. The veil between worlds, the beautiful crack. comes each morning as a prayer, a census of the democratic care, that the charnel house extends to all alike, the bishop and the beggar and the tyke, who died before the world gave them a name. The bones arrive from the overcrowded ground, when graves are reused, when the mound of a century's dying requires the space for the century following, the cold face of necessity, aquarium, redistribution. Keeper of the charnel house, counting the dead, each bone is a sermon, each skull is a thread in the fabric of everyone who came before. Keeper of the charnel house, always one more. He has arranged them with an artist's care, the skulls in their rows, breathing the dark air of the underground chamber, each one placed with a specific regard, each one faced in the same direction as the looking at something. Keeper of the charnel house, counting the dead, each bone is a sermon, each skull is a thread in the fabric of everyone who came before. Keeper of the charnel house, always one more. What they are looking at, he cannot say. He has arranged them toward the east, the way of traditional burial, the direction of whatever dawn means to the dead, the forever of eastward orientation in the cold dark. He tends his charges with the same devotion. A gardener tends a garden, the slow motion of daily attention and seasonal care. He knows each skull by the particular wear of its placement, and would notice any absence. The charnel house, counting the dead, each bone is a sermon, each skull is a thread in the fabric of everyone who came before. Keeper of the charnel house, always one more. gathered at the stone circle before dawn. On the longest night, the dark most strong, outermost complete, the sun at its furthest, and the dark at its nearest, the truest and most ancient appointment on the calendar. The mass we performed had no official text, no ordained priest, nothing hexed by the requirement of a building or a creed. Just a circle and the dark and the deep need to mark the moment when the light turns back. Winter solstice mass, darkest of the year. We worship at the stone where the sun draws near. Its furthest retreat before the long return. Winter solstice mass, the cold altar burns. The stones received us with their usual cold indifference, their patience too old for any human urgency to disturb. They had stood through 1,000 such dark herbs of ceremony before our particular gathering. Winter solstice mass, darkest of the year. We worship at the stone where the sun draws near. Its furthest retreat before the long return. Winter solstice mass, the cold altar burns. We sang without rehearsal, the songs arising from somewhere below the conscious, surprising each singer with words they hadn't known they knew. A music assembled from what the dark drew, up from the deeper archives of the body. By dawn the sun returned its first thin thread of gold across the stone, the long dead night releasing slowly into gray. We stood in the stone circle to receive the day that the dark in its great generosity returned. Winter solstice mass, darkest of the year. We worship at the stone where the sun draws near. Its furthest retreat before the long return. Winter solstice mass, the cold altar burns. The cold altar burns.
Gothic Vault. Thank you for watching.